Good day, my dirty neighbors. I am back with the following day. This would be February 17th, is when this was recorded. We're going to have a little bit of a kind of grab bag of things today. Not too much of any one thing, but I would like to preemptively say that once we get through with the daily commissions, it's going to be a little bit of exploration, and I'm experimenting in this episode with kind of speeding a lot of things up for the most part. You'll notice that I cut out some of the loading screens a little more frequently, a little shorter. I'm not going so far as to keep the how do I want to say this? I'm not trying to scuff how long the game takes. The game takes as long as it takes. It's more just I'm trying to make these a little more watchable. So for things like the daily commissions, I am going to show them in real time. As you can see here, I'm literally just running across grass, but that's how long it takes, especially in early game. But later on, when I'm getting around to more of the freeform exploration, I do speed up the sections because it's literally just rinsing and repeating. For things that have lore, like these daily commissions, at least the first few of them, I will let them play out in real time. Later on, we'll have some speed ups. So if you're actively watching and not just having it as background noise, I'll put the rate of speed that I speed things up on the bottom of the screen as a quick little subtitle. I won't draw attention to it beyond that. And then I also want to make sure that I'm being very clear that the timestamps that you'll see on screen for like when we hit certain milestones like adventure ranks and stuff like that, those are going to take into account the original time, not the sped up time. So those will be taking in the official full length time that I am in the game. So please don't think that I'm trying to misrepresent the time it takes. I'm just trying to make this a little more watchable because it is a long form sort of thing. I want to make it as less tedious as possible, especially in the early game. So I hope that makes sense. Please drop a comment if it doesn't make sense. As always, I hope you enjoy, and I will be back in every so often this episode as editor Neysa to kind of give y'all a couple of notes and things like that. But for the most part, this is going to play out in real time and without my interference. So have a good one. I'll pop back in as we go, and I'll see y'all at the end of the video at the very least.
Not bad. Be gone!
So right here, I got a little bit distracted from daily commissions by trying to remember if I had spent my resin yesterday. I think I ended up going for ley lines and things, so we're gonna let this play out as well because mistakes are also a part of the game.
Where have you been hiding?
One other thing is I was recording next door at my dad's house today. I was babysitting. So I did have to kind of mark some things that I knew I wanted to mark off of my map because it wasn't easy for me to pull up the map without my second computer beside me. So that's if I pop into the map and I leave a pin after doing something, that's what I'm doing today. I do eventually go back and remove those pins. Those are literally just there so I can go mark them off the interactive map later on.
Don't go very fast! No escape!
So, to temper thyself and journey far is a ongoing event. It seems to be relatively permanent. I think this is the second or third edition that they've done of it. Um, it basically allows you to work your way over 8 weeks toward a constellation for an existing character of your choice. However, that does have a couple of prerequisites. Obviously, you need to have a character that needs constellations. So for new accounts, it's really not great except for the weekly benefits it offers. As you could see there was a whole ring of 8 weeks worth of stuff that you can get. The way you get temper completion is completing your daily commissions and spending 120 resin per day. If you do both of those things for 5 days out of a 7-day week, of those 8 weeks, you will acquire the rewards. So it's something that's very easy to just do automatically as you're working through things. Please do not sleep on temper if it is available while you are playing.
Where have you been hiding?
So when I got to this commission, you can almost feel the confusion in my recording. I remembered that this location has a cryo abyss mage usually. And so I was like, oh hey, I can clear that out of the adventure handbook. However, once I got over here, it's saying Eye of the Storm, and so I got a little bit confused. But this is the point in the game at which I have to do the commissions as they're given to me. I can't do long-term encounter points, so I bucked up and went ahead and fought this Eye of the Storm. Now, if you pay attention, I'll return to this area later today, and the Eye of the Storm still won't. The Eye of the Storm won't be there, but neither will the Cryo Abyss Mage, and I get even more confused. But basically, what happens here is the daily commission took precedence over the standard enemy that's supposed to be here, the first time enemy, the Cryo Abyss Mage. So I do end up finding another Cryo Mage to deal with today, but I was a little disappointed that this one wasn't here. I even waited around for a minute to see if it would, like, spawn in now that I cleared the commission. You could tell it's been a while since I've had this sort of conflict.
Dodge this! How fortunate.
Hey, go, Baron Bunny! Power that ended Python! No one escapes my sight!
Sorry to bother you again. I am delighted to hear that. In which case, let me try to make this quick. We are most grateful for your commission completion to date. The Guild's reputation has grown stronger as a result. However, another consequence is that we are receiving an unprecedented number of requests, more than our current numbers can handle.
You want us to do some recruitment for you?
No. Although I appreciate the offer. It would be fantastic to have some new members. But scrambling to officially recruit new members at this stage would not really solve our immediate problems. So what I want to ask is, would your friends have the time to help out? Great. Please do. Thank you. Right now, we urgently need to find people for our expeditions. We organize expeditions to explore areas around the city and in the wilderness. It is a way to keep ourselves informed of any emerging dangers, unusual activity in the domains, and so on. Since expeditions are not commissioned by a third party, there are no strict deadlines for completion. However, we neglect them at our peril. If trouble were to foment unchecked, it could easily turn into a major disaster.
Pretty important then.
All you need to do is convince them to help. I will take care of all the details. Now, without further ado, let me show you the expeditions that are currently available. You can dispatch someone on an expedition at any time, and they will still be able to join you in your adventures should you need them. You can also choose the length of time for the expedition. After your friend returns, just come here and confirm the outcome. As your adventure rank increases, more dangerous expeditions will become available to you.
After all, with epic power comes epic responsibility.
And of course, matching risk with experience is also for everyone's safety. Thanks again for your help. I hope you and your friends can help out with our expeditions as much as possible. You did a fine job. Outstanding performance considering it was your first time. The requester even asked me to thank you on their behalf. And, as promised, you are due your reward. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Except you totally should.
This is a token of the Guild's gratitude. We receive many new commissions every day, and without the efforts of each and every adventurer, there is no way we could respond to them all. If you complete enough commissions each day, you will be eligible to claim a special reward from me. Your adventurer handbook keeps a record of how many adventures you complete each day. Make sure you claim your daily rewards on the days that you complete sufficient adventures. There is a limited quantity of rewards, so it will become forfeit should you not claim it. You are more than welcome. After all, you are the one helping me. And please note that helping a fellow adventurer to complete a commission also counts towards your eligibility for a daily reward. We encourage you to work actively with your fellow adventurers. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Ad Astra Abyss.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer.
不行了，Unfortunate.
Where have you been hiding?
Let it be. Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift. Alrighty there.
Quite the find. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Eyes on me! No escape that sight!
Quite the find. Fascinating.
the merrier. Let me move. The more, the merrier. My assistants shine no longer.
Is this an answer from this world?
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
So in this section, I started going through and upgrading characters as much as possible to try to get those first ascension wishes. You get standard wishes from upgrading your characters every other ascension, so 20, 50, etc., etc., etc. Basically, you can get, I think it's 4 standard wishes per character if you take them all the way. Excuse me. So, I went through and started double checking character builds at this early stage. You don't need much in the way of artifacts. You don't need much in the way of levels, technically. The first ascensions are nice, but you don't need much more than that. So I was literally just double checking what I had available and what I still needed to try to get to that 10 pull. Sorry, the dogs are being silly. Get down! Good grief. Anywho, that's what I'm doing for the next little bit here, so just wanted to explain that.
Yeah, as fast as riding the wind.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
So this dust I'm purchasing over here, the dust of Azoth, is one of the most important things that you'll purchase with your Stardust that you get from your 3 stars on Wishing. It allows you to convert materials from one type to another, especially materials that you can only get from boss drops. So the crystals, the boss materials like plumes and feathers and stupid things that you get from the big end of Archon quest bosses. It allows you to convert those between the different types. So you could, in theory, if you wanted to, you could farm one boss for its crystal drops and just convert them into other crystal drops for other characters. You wouldn't necessarily need to go fight a ton of different bosses if you didn't feel like it. If you just really struggle against, say, a Pyro Regisvine, go farm the Cryo Regisvine if that's easier for you, and then just convert the crystals that it drops into the red ones. There's ways to get around stuff like that. It's not recommended because that would burn through a ton of Dust of Azoth, and it can get expensive when you get into the higher crystal requirements. But it is possible, so please don't feel like the game is intentionally cock-blocking you if you're not getting the crystals you need. You can also purchase the different crystal types with your sigils for the different regions from the souvenir shops. So Marjorie in Mondstadt, Qingqi in Liyue, stuff like that. So, there's ways to do it, multiple ways to skin a cat. So, there we go.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the prince.
Right here, I started going through and upgrading a few weapons, checking what I would need for weapon ascensions. I also went through and started locking one copy of each of the 3-star weapons that I know I'll probably end up using, so that I could go through and refine the ones that I know that I'll be using more frequently. Especially for stuff like Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers and Harbinger, Cool Steel, all that kind of stuff. Those are really good 3-star weapons. I even use them on 5-star characters. So basically, this was just a section of going through and kind of, again, double checking weapons and artifacts, things like that. Just kind of do an overall maintenance before I get into some other questing stuff later on. Overall, I feel it's not bad for a second day on a brand new account. Like, we've got our main team already has some semi-functional 3-star artifacts, a lot of two-piece builds and things like that. We've got a good spread of elemental reactions between Animo, Pyro, Electro, and Cryo. Even at this point, I wasn't sure if Beto was going to be my main DPS, or if I was going to be... I kind of felt myself drifting a little more toward Kaya, so it's just kind of a very early account kind of overview and plotting sort of moment there.
Greetings, I am Timaeus, researcher of alchemy. Welcome to Mondstadt. Alchemy is a craft that has been passed down since ancient times, but it is barely understood in the present. Its mechanisms are magical and mysterious, completely unlike the principles that shape our understanding of the physical world. If we can get the hang of this, we should be able to create some pretty awesome stuff.
This must be your alchemist's workbench.
That's right. Why not give it a go yourself? You'll be fine. The procedure's actually very simple. If you're interested, I could show you the basics.
Cool!
All we are really doing is following the methods of the ancients as best we can. Much as one who uses a wind glider needs not understand how it was built in order to glide. The difference with alchemy is that every time I think I finally understand how it's supposed to work, something totally unexpected happens.
Hey! You shall have no other Paimon before this Paimon!
Unfortunately, my skills are not that advanced. There's a lot of other mysterious recipes I have to research first. Over the course of your adventures, you should come across some alchemist notes from ancient civilizations. And as your adventure rank increases, more recipes will become available to you.
Why are you so obsessed with other Paimons? Do I no longer satisfy your primordial needs?
You two are a fascinating pair, I must say. Well, see you next time. May the wind bring you good fortune on your path ahead.
Hey, remember when I said that I cut out a lot of dead air? Yeah, I went AFK for over 5 minutes. I have no idea what happened. But, yeah, let me get back to it.
I'm Kirara, a courier for Inazuma's Komani Express. Rest assured, there's no destination I can't deliver to. Uh-huh. My tails? Oh, I have them because I'm a yokai. Nekomata, to be specific.
I'm not mad about Kirara. The only problem is her ascension materials come from Inazuma, and we're not going to be able to get to Inazuma for a long, long time. This is the same problem I had on my main account. In fact, a lot of content creators that I watch end up having the same problem. Kirara just shows up really early on Standard Banner for a lot of people. I don't know why. It's just a thing. But anyway, so she's gonna stay kind of in the background for a long time yet. I do think I'll try to use her later on, but she's just, her ascension materials are too far away. It's impossible to do anything with her if she's not on a banner for like a trial run, test run kind of thing. So we're kind of screwed there. It feels like the game is cock blocking us intentionally, but as far as I can see, it happens to everybody. Don't feel bad.
Surely you don't want me working overtime. That would be no good.
With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me.
And that pretty much wrapped this up for today. I do appreciate you watching. Please make sure to leave a comment if there's something in particular you'd like to see more of, if you'd like to see in more detail. Treat this as kind of again, a long form thing for background watching, or a long form tutorial kind of guide for how you can expect your playthrough to go, especially if you have my terrible luck. But have a good one.